Just need a little more amphetamine or something just to get it going a bit faster. Then we'll be fine.
Push.
That's it. Come on, get going.
Ramming speed.
That's it. So I think we're nearly at speed. I'll introduce him and we'll get going. Time for some beautiful English sparkling wine, and with me are James and Simon Hawkins, the Hawkins Brothers. Good to see you, gentlemen.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you, Simon.
Thank you for coming in, and thank you for bringing this. In fact, what have we actually got for people to buy?
Well, we've got a wonderful set today of some English sparkling wine, our English sparkling wine, and two wonderful glasses in a presentation box.
Well, it sounds great. Let's open it up. Shall we open?
Yeah,
Who's the chief opener?
I'll be the chief opener.
Okay. Now,
today.
how long have you been making wine for?
Well, we've been making wine. Well, this wine was made for us in 2013.
Oh, okay.
So this has been in the bottle now for 3 years.
Right.
2 of those years will be aging the bottle on it, the wine on its lees.
Yeah. What
sort of
does actually that mean? On its lees?
On its lees. Well, lees are dead yeast cells that are left over after the secondary fermentation.
Sounds horrible, doesn't it?
But now, you didn't pop that champagne cork, that
No.
kind of.
The way to do it is to very gently release it and let it give a gentle sigh from the bottle.
Let's pause it. I brought my own glass.
Well,
it's not quite as nice as yours,
sensible.
but it's bigger.
It's bigger. It's very important.
Which is good.
So we didn't have.
Now look. Now can
glass for you.
A specialist in wine. I mean, that's a real sort of creamy fizz to that.
Yeah, has a lovely mousse to it.
Yes, we call that a mousse. Not one of those. But,
Okay.
It's the way that the wine fizzes in the glass, and lovely small bubbles rather than small bottles.
Now a lot of people talk about that, but we should be looking for small bubbles. That's better.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Now, when it comes to English wine, it has been having a massive explosion in popularity and favour because people are loving the taste.
It's all about the taste. The taste is fantastic. We are making wine on the same soil as the French would make it in that place we can't mention.
Yeah,
Champagne.
I know.
We can't use the C word. The same grapes and the same method.
Thank you. Okay.
Now, this is a method, actually. Everyone thinks that the champagne is a French invention. It was actually coded by an Englishman.
Is that right?
Absolutely.
Presented to the Royal Society in 1662 by a man called Christopher Merritt.
So this would be the sort of thing you could drink at a very special occasion.
Absolutely. You know.
Well, just drinking it makes the occasion special.
Right. Well, let's have a little try. Now, what should I be noticing when I'm tasting?
We should have a look at it first and let's see the colour of it. It's a sort of lovely pale cream colour. And then what you're supposed to do is smell it.
Okay. The nose.
The
nose, yes.
Le nez, as the French would say. But we're not French, so we say the nose.
It's very creamy, isn't it?
It is very creamy. It's almost cremola foam creamy. It's got that lovely, delicious sweetness as well.
Yeah, lovely biscuity on the nose, which is what you look for. It's what we call autolytic character.
Oh, okay.
That bready, brioche smell that you get from a wine that's
Yes.
been laid down for some time.
So it's not fresh and too new. It's got a little bit of character to it.
It's got a good bit of
desperate to
age
try
to
it.
it.
Yes, absolutely. I'm salivating already, can we?
Give it a go.
Oh, wow. Now, that is classy. That really is classy.
It's got a lovely mouthfeel, hasn't it? It just rolls around your mouth. Just oak. There's a little bit of oak in this wine, and that really enhances the mouthfeel. And you've got that very, very soft bubbles that just tinkling on your tongue.
That is perfect. Now, like an awful lot of sparkling wines, they can be a little bit bland. A lot of wines can be just fizz. But this has got flavour. This has got a really complex flavour.
Absolutely. Well,
what sort of grapes have gone into this?
Well, it's 3 grapes, the 3 classic varieties that go into making the
fizzy wine.
The wine from that region of France that we don't mention, beginning with a C. So Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier are the 3 classic grape varieties. And depending on the amounts you put in, you get different flavours. This is 46% Chardonnay, 36% Pinot Noir, and 18% Pinot Meunier. And they all give different flavours to the wine. The Chardonnay gives an elegance. The Pinot Noir gives sort of the sort of red berry flavours, and the Pinot Meunier gives it some finesse.
Now, Simon, how on earth did you get into making wine like this?
Well, I've been a publican for many years, but James has been involved in the English wine industry for quite some time. And I decided to stop being a publican, go into business with my brother.
Perfect partner. Why not?
Absolutely. And we're very, very lucky in that we're in the heart of the English wine-growing countryside.
Now, let's just talk about that, because it is a relatively recent phenomenon that England can grow grapes to make wine. Although, I suppose latterly it's now being recognised as a very important wine-producing country.
Yes. Absolutely.
Has it changed a lot over the years that you've been doing this?
Not over the years that I've been doing it.
Okay.
Or, I mean, the English wine scene has really taken off. I mean, the first good English sparkling wine was made about 25 years ago, and everyone went, wow.
Yeah.
And then it's since sort of the year 2000, there has been a enormous amount of planting of vines in this country, and most people are planting the ones that make sparkling wine because they grow very well in this country.
Now, you've got a wonderful collection here for us. You've got the two glasses and this beautiful wine. Who do you think would appreciate a gift like this?
Anybody who's got anything to celebrate.
Yeah. It's special occasion stuff, isn't it?
Absolutely. But as I said, it makes the occasion special when you open it. But it's just anybody who has, and with Christmas coming up, can you imagine sitting around the Christmas tree, Christmas morning, opening up a little bottle of fizz and smoked salmon on a bit of brown bread.
Yeah, and this is the perfect accompaniment to those special occasions, those special, wonderful meals. I mean, Christmas morning, it could be New Year's Eve, it could be the toasting of that, bringing in the new year.
Yeah.
But English wine is rather special. Now, how do you describe, when people are talking about the difference between French wines and English wines and the very popular sparkling Italian wines, how do you position an English sparkling wine?
English sparkling wines are generally a bit lighter and fresher.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely fresher.
Yeah, our style.
Not so drying as some of the sparkling wines that just really suck your palate down and you think, oh, I can't have any more of that.
Most of those wines beginning with C that come from France spend only about a year maturing on their lees before they're corked, whereas this has spent 2 years on its lees. So it's a more mature, bigger wine.
And I think you can taste that.
Yeah, it's brut, so it's as dry as you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, how should we serve it? How cold should it be? How long should we leave it on ice? What sort of conditions should we keep it in?
Shouldn't be too cold.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're going to kill the flavour.
Ah, right.
But I think about sort of 5 or 6 degrees.
Okay,
so yeah.
Yes.
In some ice for a little while.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Or if it's been in the fridge, bring it out for 10 or 15 minutes before you open it, or open it and leave it for a little while to let the air get to it.
Right.
Let it
just
open
like you
up.
would a red wine or something
Yes,
like
let
that.
it open up a little bit.
Is the glass important? Because we've got two beautiful glasses here, and they are very typical of the Champa's glasses. Is that important for a wine like this?
Well, yes. I mean, as long as you can get your nose part of the way into it and don't fill the glass up too much, you can get the wonderful bouquet of the wine.
These are designed to funnel the bouquet up your nose. It's because you need just that little thing for the bubbles to force the freshness up there.
And those bubbles are special, aren't they? Now,
So,
when you pour it, there was a lovely creamy fizz, but then these tiny little bubbles are still coming from the bottom of the glass.
And they will continue to come.
Now, that's an important sign too. So often you pour a glass and it becomes flat very, very quickly. And that's not what you want from a special occasion.
No. This is a very high quality wine.
It is. Now, Hawkins Bros, where else are we going to see them? Is this something that you can go down the supermarket and buy?
It isn't, no.
Especially for QVC?
Especially for QVC, yes.
Wow, we like
exclusively available here.
Yeah. What do you love about wine? What is it that captivates you about wine? First of all, James, you're the man who's been in the business for a long time making wine.
I mean, sparkling wine does it for me particularly because it always reminds me of an occasion. You open sparkling wine for an occasion, don't you?
And it makes the occasion.
Yeah, it does, and it's good, and the bubbles help to get the alcohol into your system that little bit more quickly.
Which is never bad. So, I mean, as a publican, you've seen many people mark the occasion by, give me a bottle of the
Absolutely.
sparkling.
I've opened an awful lot of bottles for other people
Yeah.
over the years.
How does it feel to have your own bottle to open?
It's fantastic. I mean, look at that. It's such a great label. The orange is the Hawkins Brothers colour with a little bit of bling from the silver. I think it stands out on the display there.
No one else has that colour.
That's true. Gentlemen, I should congratulate you on a beautiful wine, a wonderful package, and thank you ever so much. And maybe we should have a little toast.
Absolutely.
To the Hawkins Brothers.
Cheers, Simon.
Cheers.
Thank you very
Cheers,
much.
Simon.
Cheers.
Well, I'm having a marvellous morning.